There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are in Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On play action, Allen. Open man is Trey Burton. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Second and 11 at the 36-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Allen, he'll find Lindsay here.
Allen.
7 yards on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Allen looks to throw on second down. He's got Burton here. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 33. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First down.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Emerson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal.
It's second down.
After the sack, it's second and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After first and second down went backwards, it's third and very long. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Phillip Lindsay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives.
At their own 35-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help. And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on. Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air. And then my favorite. Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown. 14. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead. Now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Forced out to his left. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down. We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down. They hand it off to Mostert. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play? That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Finding Gabriel complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's good. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to the running game with Mostert. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play.
That's the end.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick. Sliding out of the pocket. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Frank Clark able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target, and it's third down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Jackson. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Going deep here for Landry. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jarvis Landry, Pro Bowl wideout, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Falcons 21, Packers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
We know, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
now
just
you
called
can go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Leonard Floyd brought him down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Kaepernick now to throw. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Raheem Mostert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Falcons 21, Packers 7. Set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Now Allen. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
He's brought down.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
1st down, Atlanta.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Andre Diggs on
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And all the way down to the 5. A minute 52 to play until halftime. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. They'll roll him out. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. George Kittle, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. And sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Taken in at the 3. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here, 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Allen. Buying time to his left. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Allen now on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Allen, and that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
At the 36-yard line.
First and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. That catch good for only a couple. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
3rd and 5.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Kaepernick. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Kaepernick again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now a timeout taken.
2nd down.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Play action. Now Kaepernick. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Brings up 7.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And now the young man has it. It's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. On first down, Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Jarvis Landry. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way.
Gabriel. Touchdown.
It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's going.
Now, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll let this go deep for Rupp. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Henry Ruggs with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On play action, it's Kaepernick. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work. Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
They'll take
both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Allen. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 25 yards that time.
1 yard line.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Carlos Hyde. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
The kick is good.
And his kick is right through.
The score, Falcons 47, Packers 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll run with Mostert. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers get a score closer. Now, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To the air, Allen, and a slant hold in by Ruggs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And it's 3rd down.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Falcons.
Complete to
Henry Ruggs with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons will extend their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
10 at the 37-yard line.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
They're on the stop.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On the screen, this is Coleman. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Packers 28.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
At the 16-yard line.
Touchdown, Packers! Marvin Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. And that'll make this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Falcons 54. Packers 35.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Now this deep, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
From midfield, here's Kaepernick. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
That's good for a great
14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Kaepernick to throw again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Dante Jackson picks it. 30. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Lining up for the point after.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And that'll be incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Intended for
a lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off near his own 48. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Lining up for the point after.
Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons Falcons get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. First by him near the 35. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory.
Ball carrier.
A big-time play there for the Falcons. 71 yards.
At the 6-yard line.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. And
they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So on 3rd down, they dialed up the draw play. It worked. Got him in the end zone.
As one of our colleagues likes to say, calling the draw, everyone wants to yell all the time when the draw doesn't work. Like, what kind of play call was that? But it takes a little bit of fortitude to do that, and because you may catch them with the element of surprise and hit it. And in this case, they hit it for pay dirt.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Kaepernick on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
And they will take a knee here.
Kaepernick on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Tonight's final score, Falcons 75, Packers 35.